All right. Welcome back, guys. All right, we're going to get into this now. I want to read some of this chapter 7. Like I said, it's long, so it'll probably take 2 or 3 videos to get it all done. So I'm not going to rush. What I wanted to tell you was I made a comment in my last video about Abraham in Genesis and how I think that this was a bad translation. Chapter 14. You guys should read it. Read it a couple times and let me know what you think, because what it tells us in the Holy Megillah is that Abraham and Sarah live in the temple of light. And so this Abraham and Sarah in this version of this King Jimmy James version, Abraham is rich. It says he was very rich in cattle and in silver and in gold. And it says a few other things, but I'm just going to get to reading this Holy Megillah about when this one time right here. This isn't what I want to read, but I want to share this with you because this is about the time when Abraham and Sarah visited Earth. It's in chapter 19. It says Enoch was like 14 years old when this happened. And I'm going to jump down. There may be a video of it on my channel already, so you could look for it, I think. But this is verse 83, and this is when they actually came. So listen to this real quick. Now, Abraham and Sarah, from their abode in the temple of light, which is in the hidden chamber within the sun, watched over this world. And their angels reported to them the events occurring on earth. And Abraham said to Sarah, "Let us clothe ourselves in the skin of humans and visit the earth. We will take our son Isaac, and the 3 of us will pose as poor, hungry, homeless humans." All right, so that's complete contradiction of what we just read in Genesis chapter 13, verse 2, that Abraham was very rich in cattle and in silver. So I'm just going to say this. I'm not trying to say one of the stories is right and one of the stories is wrong. I'm saying that these could be 2 different Abrams, because as we keep reading, even this Abraham had a very different encounter when he was told to sacrifice his son. That's what this is about. Listen. So they said, "We will see how we are treated by the children of this world." Okay. So it goes, "In the guise of humans, Abraham, Sarah, and young Isaac visited the regions of Cush and also other regions of earth, for humankind had spread to other lands. They saw that great evil had spread throughout the world due to the work of Lucifer. Behold, in Cush they visited many encampments to beg for food and shelter, but were turned away. Then, one day, as they camped in the forest, Lucifer approached Abraham, saying, 'Behold, I am Yahweh, the Lord God. Prove your faith in me by sacrificing your young son, or by killing what is dear to you and offering the blood to me, you will prove your faith, and I will bless you, and your fortune will increase. For I can see that you are poor and hungry.' But Lucifer said these things because he did not know the true identity of Abraham. But Abraham knew that this was Lucifer masquerading as Yahweh. And Abraham spoke, saying, 'Get thee behind me, servant of Satan. No true God would desire blood, sacrifice of beast or man. Any God who desires this or uses it as a test of faith is no God, but a demon.' Lucifer was enraged by the words of Abraham. Behold, he took his staff and prepared to strike Abraham. But just before the fire from the serpent's staff struck Abraham, he unveiled his true form, and the fire did him no harm. Lucifer, realizing the true identity of Abraham, cursed and fled." So, in this account, it's telling you that they're from the how did it say? The temple of light. Yes, their abode. This Abraham and Sarah are from their abode in the temple of light, which is the hidden chamber within the sun. Okay, and then there's this other book that I'm about to read to you. So this Abraham and Sarah may be different from the one in the King Jimmy. You may just have to agree on that, because this is the same ones that came to visit, but this is many chapters earlier, the beginning and the creation of our world. So listen to this. Behold, the stars of the heavens hidden within each star is the temple of light, for the body of fire of each star is but the outer veil, which we of this world can see. But we cannot see the hidden realm within the star wherein is the temple, just as no man can see the realms of spirits with earthly eyes. And that is because neither the temple of light nor the realm of spirits are earthly. Think not that the temple of light is hot, or that the cherubim live in fire. Rather, understand that they live in another realm within the star, which fire cannot touch. And lo, the beauty of the temple of light is such that no man can imagine. And the beings that live there are beautiful, kind, and wise, and helpful. Behold, the temple of light within each star is inhabited by cherubim, angelic beings of light. And the prince of the cherubim of each star is an Abram, for he is the high priest of the temple of light and plants the seeds of light on new worlds in his dominion. But only Jahday and Jahnah create living souls. And the princess of the cherubim of each star is a Sarah, for she is the high priestess of the temple of light and plants the seeds of life on new worlds in her dominion. And the worlds that circle a star are in the dominion of that star, and each star is in the dominion of an overseeing star, which is a star that oversees many stars and worlds. Yea, and each overseeing star is itself in the dominion of an even greater overseeing star. And all stars are in the dominion of the great central sun, which is the temple of Elohim. And every Abram and every Sarah are overseers of the dominion, and every overseer answers to the authority of the overseers that have greater dominion, and the authority of all the overseers is Elohim. Lo, the number of stars and overseers is infinite, yea, the number is too great to count. Wherefore does Elohim depend upon overseers to assist in the great work of YHWH. Behold, when a star goes to seed at the end of its cycle, the Abraham and Sarah of that star, if they have performed their work well, shall ascend to a greater world or star. Lo, they have done well if many of the children of the world they oversee have progressed in the love and wisdom of Jahday, and have thereby ascended to higher heavens and realms. Yea, the stars and worlds are countless, the living beings are countless, the eternity of eternities is unfathomable. The world we live on is but one of countless worlds, some higher in spiritual perfection, some lower. Lo, the story of the creation of our world follows. Each living world is under the dominion of a temple star, and the prince of the cherub of each star is an Abram. Lo, and the name of the Abram of our son is Abraham, which means father of a multitude. Thus he is called Abraham the Abram, and the princess of the cherubim of each star is a Sarah, and the name of the Sarah of our son is Arah, which means whirlwind. Thus she is called Sarah the Sarah. Behold, Abraham and Sarah were sweet souls who had previously pierced the mother ovum and enjoyed a blessed day of play with Jahday in heaven most high. Now they had returned to the mother ovum to serve as hands of mercy under the Lord Christ Jahday and Lady Christ Jahnah. And Jahday and Jahnah gave to Abraham and Sarah a great work, the planting of a new star seed, and the seeds of its heavens and planets and creatures. And though Abraham and Sarah would plant and nurture the seeds, lo, only Jahday and Jahnah were to create such seeds. For behold, those of the Luciferian rebellion had begun violating this and other precepts, and had thereby spread much evil and pain in many worlds. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, put all of this in the description box for you guys to read about all these words they were telling us. And we're going to pick this back up, part 2, where it tells us about the creation of our world and what happened here. It's really interesting, so stay tuned, guys. You want to definitely follow this series about Abraham and Sarah. All right, and you see why I said the one in the King James is different. Maybe a completely different set of people, if you ask me, because the story behind the two are totally different. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.